Fears. Cheers. Would you guys like some beers? I mean, this could have beer in it. I could mix beer with, coffee. So there it is. Well, guys, welcome to the Fears Podcast. I'm sorry if I'm at a weird angle. I forgot to charge my phone, so I've got my phone plugged in. It's like hoisted up at a weird angle. I have a bad connection on my phone, so the wire is old, so this is how we got to do it. Anyway, welcome to the Fears Podcast. We got some interesting topics to talk about today, guys. Interesting topics. Let me get those all ready to go. Give me 1 second here. There we are. Let's see if I can just move this. Let's see if I can just move this real quick, guys. Let's see here. There we are. Awesome. Cool. All right. So, welcome to the Fears Podcast. I'm your main man, Fears, and we have got some amazing topics to talk to you guys about today. Unfortunately, I've ran out of stream time, guys. That's just how it is. So no stream time left. So I'm going to have to stream on my phone. That's just how it is, and I'm sorry. I am sorry. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm so sorry. It is. All right. So today we've got 3 topics: acting parts I've done, my faith, and then I want to talk about Mcjuggernuggets. I got the chat pulled up. So. Without further ado, let's get going. Okay, so first topic I want to talk about is this Mcjuggernuggets guy. This guy is absolutely hilarious. Hilarious. All right, I'm not trying to troll anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to troll anyone. But here's the deal. Here's the deal with Mcjuggernuggets. He had a great thing going. And I'm going to keep looking off here to check the comments whenever they come in. He had a great thing going, and I don't understand why he had to get rid of the Psycho series. He should have just kept going with the Psycho series. If you guys agree, put your guys' comments in the chat, because I seriously think he could have kept going with the Psycho series. He could have. He absolutely could have. And now he's got all of these other, series. You know what I'm saying? And they're just garbage. They're absolute garbage. Garbage. I'll be honest. The only one I like is the Psycho series. That's the only series I actually like. And I'm being dead honest. Now, I have to tell you guys some of my favorite Psycho episodes in the Psycho series with Mcjuggernuggets. One of my all-time favorites is when basically he goes off to England, because everybody thought this was real back in the day. Everybody thought it was real. And Jesse and his dad went on a TV show. I've actually watched the TV show that they were on. Everybody thought it was 100% real. They were asking his dad questions. They were asking Jesse questions. And he put a little bit into that the TV show, into the Psycho series. A little bit, if I remember right. But they actually filmed an episode of the Psycho series when they were in their hotel room. And he's like, that game does nothing for you. And then he's like, he goes, why do you come out, and explore me? He's like, well, maybe I don't want to, man. Maybe I want to, stay in here and play Mario and explore, with people online, And he played that. He played that spoiled, rotten brat video game nerd so good. And he's like, and then his dad played the psycho dad part perfectly. He was like, but come on, Jess, you're in London. And he goes, get out, meet people. He's like, well, maybe I don't want to get out and meet people. And he goes, yeah. And then he's like, well, all you care about is that stupid game. And he takes the game, throws it into the shower, breaks it. Oh my God, it was hysterical. It was hysterical, guys. It was pretty funny. Let's see. What's another episode that's near and dear to Fierce's heart? Probably when he shreds every video game that Mcjuggernuggets has and all of his consoles in a wood chipper. And he forces Jesse to get a job. And he's like, okay. And he's like, I'll get a job. And he's like, is this another lie, Jess? And he's like, no, I swear to God, I swear to fucking God, I will get a job. He's like, by the end of this week, I will have a fucking job. And he just goes fucking like nuts. And then like the psycho dad's like, I will have signed papers saying that you will have a job. And he's like, I will. And he's like, don't shred my games, Dad. So that's a pretty good episode. Another episode that I love is when I forgot the name of it. What is it? I'm trying to think of it. Fuck, I can't think of it now. Well, I can't think of the one that I was about to talk about, but another one I love is the Thanksgiving special one. And basically, the dad forces Jesse to say grace. He's like, I'm not saying grace. He goes, I think that's stupid, da-da-da-da-da. And he's like, well, I know you think it's stupid, Jesse. And he's like, you can't force your religious beliefs on me, Dad. And then he goes, fine. He goes, it'll make everybody happy. I'll say grace. And then basically one thing about Psycho Dad in the Psycho series was he was always like trying to like push Jess to the limit. He was always trying to like get him to have a job. And Jesse's like, I'm not getting a job. I'm playing video games. I'm going to make money off of video games. I'm going to do Twitch. I'm going to be a big YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. And so they're at the dinner table. It's all fake, but man, the acting was great. I will say that. But now all these other series that he has, crap, garbage, crap. And if I ever met Jesse in real life, I would tell him, I'd be like, dude, you are an idiot for ending the Psycho series. I'd be like, everybody loved the Psycho series. You should have just kept it going. I said, that was your nest egg. You should have just kept going. Now, I wouldn't totally belittle the guy. I would shake his hand and say, hey, man, I'm a fan of the Psycho series. But I would have a sit down and talk with him and be like, dude, stop with all these other stupid bullshit series. I'm like, all those are fucking crap. Just make an announcement to your fans saying Psycho series part 2 coming soon. I said, and focus on that and just do shit like that. That's what I would tell him. Because all the other shit, if you look at all of his view count, right? You go to the Psycho series, shit tons of views. Tons of views. Right? Tons of views. But, if you look all at the new series, fucking horrible. Mercenary Man, thank you. Epic new angle. Well, the reason why there's a new angle is because my phone is plugged in and I forgot to charge it. So I hope it doesn't cut the stream off early. I forgot to. I should have charged it before the stream. So if I had 90%, I wouldn't have to worry about it. And I was like, fuck. I'm like, Fears, you're an idiot. I'm like, you didn't fucking charge your phone. So I only have 60%. So I should be able to get through everything I want to talk about with 60%. And I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to charge it. So My phone is getting old though, so sometimes it holds a charge, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you have to put the cord in at a certain angle. So I've got it plugged in, and then I have it sitting on a box, so it's like tall because I'm a short motherfucker. So anyway, this is the angle. But if you guys like this angle, I will keep this angle. You guys want to know what's on the wall here? That is a signed autograph of Roger Rabbit, the guy that played Roger Rabbit. That's his autograph. And then the guy, the autograph right below it, right there, is. You guys are probably too young to remember this guy. I don't really. Oh, I know his name. His name is Michael Baller. Michael Bauer. Michael Bauer. Bower. He was off of Nickelodeon. He's famous for playing Donkey Lips in Salute Your Shorts. I don't know. Let me know if you guys remember that show. Here, I'll show you. I bought this off his eBay site. I said, when is like Nickelodeon ever gonna I said, are they ever gonna put it on DVD? He goes, I actually have a copy of every single episode. Fears. He goes, do you want me to burn you a copy? And he goes, I sell burned copies on my eBay site. And I was like, oh yeah. I said, I loved Salute Your Shorts like whenever I was a kid. Fuck yeah. I'm like, I'll take a copy. And he's like, I can make you one. He's like, you just have to pay for it. I'm like, burn me one. I said, I'll buy it. Let's see, where is it? Right here. Boo! Right there. Salute Your Shorts. He signed it right here. And it's this guy right here. That guy right there. Yep. And so, that's his autograph right there. So autograph here, autograph there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So, how cool is that? How cool is that? Excuse me for a second. So, oh yeah. Anyway, back to the topic at hand here. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, so Mcjuggernuggets, if you're watching this, or if anyone shows it to Mcjuggernuggets, I think you're an innovator when it comes to the Psycho series. I think your family is cool for you getting involved, doing like a family project, but you're an idiot when it comes to all these other stupid fucking series. Get rid of the stupid fucking, series. Focus on that gem that is the Psycho series. Another one that I love, another episode that I love is Jesse's been banished from the house. And he's basically made a tent way in the woods in the backyard, because I guess his dad owns a lot of property, and he's got his house on 3 or 4 acres of property or something like that. And his brother was part of the series, and his brother runs in Jesse's tent, grabs some of his video games, or grabs his vlogging camera, because he had 2 cameras. As he comes out, he looks and he's like, Dad? And then his dad comes with a bulldozer, and he's like, get out of the way, Jess. And he goes, don't knock this over, Dad. I built this from the ground up. And I'm like, ooh, you pitched a tent. I'm like, anyone can pitch a tent. I'm like, I've been pitching a tent ever since I was 6 years old when I was in the Cub Scouts. I'm like, if I go camping, I can pitch a tent with my goddamn eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Fears has done his fair share of camping. Now, granted, I haven't went camping in quite a while, but the minute I saw the tent, it would all come back to me and go, yeah, this is easy. And I'd have this tent up in 5 minutes, you know? And so then, but it's so funny. He's like, I'm not moving, Dad. And his dad's like, I don't give a shit, Jess. He goes, I'll just run your ass over then. And then he goes, get out of the way. And he goes, you don't pay your bills. You don't have a job. And he goes, you use my electricity. And then this is what I love. He goes, it's our electricity, Daddy. I built this from the ground up. And he goes, I don't care, Jess. He goes, you got nothing but a tent. He goes, you're living out in the woods. And he's like, yeah, I know, Jed, that's because of you. And he goes, I gotta put you out, Jess. He goes, give up this goddamn gaming and get a fucking job and like act like a decent member of society, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm not moving. He rips his shirt off, throws it at his dad, and I guess that's when his dad had enough. And he's like, I'm running this tent over. And he runs the tent over, and you hear like Jess in the background going, no, no. Fucking hilarious. Mercenary Man says, he couldn't keep it going forever, Fierce. Plus, he probably had other projects he wanted to do. I disagree, Mercenary Man, and I know we're friends, and I hope we hang out one day, buddy, and I hope we have a beer. He could have. He could have done it, the Psycho series forever, and also done Project. If you filmed it right, you could have. You could have. Like, you just have to keep upping the ante. Like, he's a famous YouTuber. I was submitting ideas. When I thought it was real, I wrote his brother on Twitter and Instagram, and his dad had an Instagram and Twitter, and they actually, I swear on my life, one of them responded. I can't remember if it was his brother or his dad, and I said, Jesse is a spoiled little snot-nosed brat. I'm like, he needs to get a fucking job. And I'm like, I hate fucking lazy people. And I said, I'm not the biggest fan of video games. Which is hilarious, because when I was a kid, I had every single video game alive. Or almost alive. I don't hate video games. I love video games. I just don't have a lot of time to play them anymore. Plus, all of my consoles are back in Missouri in a box, collecting dust. So one day, I will open those boxes, polish off the dust, and then when Fears makes his ultimate nerd cave, I'm going to buy a bigger TV than I already have, because I have a pretty big TV. Connect all the consoles, and have the ultimate, and I'll stream me playing old vintage video games. I'm talking some goddamn Pac-Man. Oh, I have Pac-Man. I have, what's the fucking guy? Oh, it's one of Sega's favorites. What is the guy in the castle? With the whip. Oh, Castlevania. I used to play that all the time. We'll stream that. And I'll buy some new games. I gotta get on some Resident Evil action. Oh yeah. So I disagree, Mercenary Man. If he filmed it, and I was always submitting stuff, I was like, he's such a spoiled, like, fucking brat. And his dad's name is Jeff, and his brother's name is Jeffrey. And I was like, Jeff, I'm like, why don't you tell your dad just to take away Jesse's car, or, like, blow his car up, or destroy his car? And either he wrote back, or his dad wrote back and said, oh, I've thought about it. I've thought about getting rid of that stupid pink-ass car, because his brother, like, painted his car pink for the series, and I think it was his dad that said, oh, I've thought about blowing up his car, I've thought about taking the keys away, and I was like, yeah, I'm like, you need to take the fucking car away. I'm like, make his life a living hell until he gets a job. I'm like, video games is going to get him nowhere, and little did I know this was a whole series. I was like, you should force Jesse to get a job, and blah, blah, blah. So if you filmed it right, Mercenary Man, I think you could have done it forever. That's just me. That's me. I think you could have done it. But the idiot won't take my advice, Jesse. And now he makes all this crap garbage. Oh, Lord. Have you seen some of the garbage he puts on his channel? Whew. Again, nothing against him. Like, if I met him, I'd be like, hey, man, can I get an autograph? Can I get a picture? Great. I would just be like, no offense, man. Not a big fan of your recent work. And I wouldn't even try to start some shit. I would try to do it as delicately as possible. I'd be like, we need a Psycho series part deuce. A Psycho series part deuce. Bigger, badder. Psycho Dad's even more insane. That's why I can't wait for me and Randall to do our cartoon series of the Psycho series. But of course, we can't call it the Psycho series because we'd probably get sued, you know. Pretend Stories says, howdy, y'all. Howdy, partner. Howdy, all. Pretend Stories, are we from fucking Texas? Howdy, partner. You know, let me shoot my 6-shooter, paw, you know. I'm just joking. You're probably not from Texas. Pretend Stories, where are you from? Didn't you say you're from California or something? I think, didn't you mention it before? You said something like California area, Oregon, somewhere around there. Mercenary Man says, I remember watching the behind the scenes back when it came out, and it was hard to keep the facade up because he had to keep dealing with the police since people would call 911. Yeah, but listen, if I was that rich, Mercenary Man, it would have been worth it. I would have just told the cops, listen, don't come to my house anymore. It's like, I would have told them, it's all for show. Please don't tell anyone. I'm doing a reality series. Everyone thinks it's real, so you don't have to come to my house anymore. If he would have been smart, he would have took some steps. Then he wouldn't have to deal with the cops. But, I mean, I get it. Sometimes things get a little out of control, you know. I'm just saying, he had a golden nugget. He could have kept it going. Pretend Story said he's from Florida. Dude, meet me at one of these toy conventions, Pretend Stories. Tap me on the shoulder. Come up to me at one of these toys. I give you the list. I give you the schedule. In fact, let me go grab the schedule. I missed the first or the second one because I'm not working right now because I have to get this fucking license crap renewed. But as soon as I get working again, I'm going to start going to some conventions soon. So if you want to meet me, the conventions would be the best way to do it. You know? So get your head out of your ass, Pretend Stories. Come to some conventions, dude. Come on. Come on, buddy. You know, come to some conventions, Pretend Stories. I love to meet my fans, you know? So, Pretend Stories, come to a toy convention. I just talked to Jeff, and I missed the first one, and he said, oh, Fears, the first one was fucking great. I said, I know, I said, things are kind of crazy right now. I said, I can't really work right now. And I said, it's going to be another couple of days before my license comes in the mail. And I said, and he's like, I get it, Fears. He's like, I said, plus I'm kind of low on cash right now. And so he's like, take care of your things, pay your bills. I said, yeah, bills have got to come first. I said, the money I have, it's saved for bills. And so I'm like, the minute I get everything squared away, I will be back. You know, I said, I will be back to the convention. So yeah. Let's see. I'm over near Dr. Phil's. I don't know where Dr. Phil lives. I didn't know Dr. Phil lives in Florida. Still, it would be worth the drive. I'm like, come on, Pretend Stories. I live near the Orlando area. So, get a mosey in. Let me know when you're coming to a convention. I'll be there. You'll see Fears filming away. You know, you can't miss me. I'm usually in my Hawaiian shirts. Just tap me on the shoulder. Whisper in my ear, hey, I'm Pretend Stories. I'll know exactly who you are. And boom, we'll hang out. I'll get you in a vlog. There you are. There you are. Visions is here, and he goes, Fears Man. Visions. Oh, by the way, Visions, I checked the mailbox. Nothing yet. Nothing yet, but I know it's on the way. So I can't wait. So maybe it'll come tomorrow, my Exhumed Vision box, or maybe Monday, because I know, you know, they don't mail anything on Sunday. So either tomorrow or Monday. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Mercenary Man says he could have kept it going, sure, but everyone would know it's fake, and that would probably ruin the appeal. No, again, I disagree. If you filmed it right, and you even showed, like, oh man, the cops had to come and all that, and if you filmed it right and you acted it right, people would keep believing it, you know. But towards the end, it started getting unrealistic. Like, he's like in a little tiny room in his basement screaming his head off like, I'm a psycho, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah. It just got a little far-fetched towards the end. But, again, if he would have kept it going and he would have filmed it right, Because no one in their right minds would be trapped like in a little like closet, like in the basement, screaming at the top of their lungs like I'm a psychopath, da 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 da. That's when it got a little kind of like, really, dude, this is so fucking like retarded, you know. But so yeah, Vision says was supposed to be delivered yesterday. Tracking says it's at Florida sorting facility today. Oh well. Yeah, because of COVID, Visions, the same thing happened with my Christmas presents. Whenever my mom and my dad mailed something, they said, John, it's supposed to be on this day, but because the post office is kind of backed up with so many people mailing things out and things coming in and COVID, he said it may take a few extra days. So I checked last night, I checked today, nothing yet, but I'm sure it's on the way, Vision. So no worries, but thanks for telling me where it is. I appreciate that. So like I said, hopefully tomorrow, hopefully Monday, at the latest, but fingers crossed. Because I gave you the right address, Visions, so, and I followed all the steps on your website, so it'll come. It'll come. When? I don't know, but it will come. It will come. It will come. So shout out to all the fans. But no, I'm serious. Pretend Stories, you've got to come to a convention. Anyone's welcome to a convention. Any fan is welcome to come down to Florida and see Fears at a convention. I would love to meet Visions, Mercenary Man, Pretend Stories, everybody. Come on down. Come on down. And we'll hang out at a convention. Got my coffee. Oh, yeah. So anyway, so that's my little forte on fucking Mcjuggernuggets. Mcjuggernuggets, stop doing all these dumb fucking, series. No one cares about your bullshit series. Psycho series part deuce. Get on it. Get on it. I could say the same thing about Fears, because Fears needs to get on it, because I did get a little inspired a few days ago, and I had 2 or 3 videos come out, and everyone was like, ooh, new Fears content. I've been lazy the last 3 or 4 days. And here's the thing. My appointment, I talked to one of my bosses today, and they said, oh, great, your appointment's on Monday. I said, yeah. So I said, can I come back on Monday? And they said, well, unfortunately, John, they said the schedule's already printed for this week. So I was like, oh, great. I'm like, so what happens now? She said, well, we have to wait till it goes through. They said, once your license is renewed, which will be on Monday, they said, then I had to talk to my supervisor. She goes, then I'll get an email, and then your big boss over me, John, will get an email, and then you'll either get an email or a text or a phone call from me or the head boss. And I said, okay. And they said, we'll let you know when you can come back. And I said, hopefully by the end of this week. And I said, please, 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 let me come back ASAP. And she goes, I understand, but she goes, we had to keep the schedule. I said, no, I said, I get it. I said, you have to write the schedule. You can't wait for me. So hopefully by the end of this week, or hopefully Saturday, this Saturday, I can, no, I'm sorry, not this Saturday, but hopefully next Saturday I can go back to work. So it's just been a nightmare. But at least I'm taking care of it on Monday. The sooner I get it, renewed, the sooner I can go back to work. So you guys will have Fears a couple more days, but I'm starting to go stir crazy here. I have literally I've worked on so many things that I've put off. Cleaned out my closet, cleaned my entire house, not once, but twice. I worked out today. I've been doing anything and everything to keep myself motivated. Gosh, I want to go back to work. Let me go back to work. Please, 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 please. Oh yeah, Visions. Mercenary Man loves this new angle. What do you think, buddy? Liking the angle? I was over here, and now I got all my movies color-coded, except for that's how OCD I am. I have to have all my movies color-coded. All of these over here are color-coded. The ones in my bedroom, all my Blu-ray, they're all color-coded. So I don't do it by genre. I do it by color. That's just how I do it. Except for these. This is kind of driving me nuts. This here. So I may move this, and I may color-code this, because all of these right here, all those are for Randall. So Randall's getting quite the Christmas gift. There's like 20 movies right there. Well, actually, no, probably more, because all these, there's probably 20 movies, and then all of these is the DVDs of every single season of Star Trek: The Next Generation, and I think there's 26 episodes in every season, and so there's like, what, 5 or 6 discs in each season, so Randall's getting a bundle. Speaking of Randall, we've almost finished the script. We're gonna finish the script later on tonight. I was tired. Randall was tired. Randall had he had to do some writing. I think don't quote me. It's either the same project he told us about that he was getting paid lots of money, or it's a new one. Something like that. But I said, Randall, we've written the first part of the script. I said, after you get done writing your script today, I said, can you start doing some drawings for at least the first part of Fears Man 5? He goes, I can do that, Fears. I said, how many can you do? I said, are you busy? He goes, Fears. He goes, I'll start with like 5 or 6 drawings. And I said, sweet. I said, when should I call you? He goes, call me at 11:30, buddy. He goes, I should be done with everything. I said, that's great. I said, because I got some errands to do today. I said, I'm going to edit a little bit. I said, I'm going to do a stream. So I said, I got some things to do. I said, I'm going to take a shower after my stream. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to start, editing away. I'm so close done with the Christmas vlog and the Missouri vlog and Daniel Peasen's interview. So probably the next one will be Daniel Peasen's on the main channel. So that's coming. That is coming. But yeah, Visions, I am so excited. I took a picture. I hope you don't mind. Visions, I took a picture of your Halloween shirt, and my buddy's a big fan of Michael Myers too. My buddy Eric, and I was like, dude, Eric, check this out. I'm like, one of my fans has a business. And he's like, he goes, Fears, that's fucking cool. I said, yeah. I said, I just bought a whole bunch of shit off of his website. I said, plus I said, when we first became friends, I said, he hooked me up and sent me a big ass box with tons of shit. I did a big unboxing. I said, my fans went fucking ballistic, and I said, I'm gonna do another one. And he's like, well, what'd you get, Fears? I said, I bought like 3 or 4 pins this time, and I said, I got like this Halloween Jason combined shirt. And he's like, send me a picture, Fears. So I hope you don't mind. I took a picture of it. He was like, oh, Fears. He goes, this fucking t-shirt is amazing. He goes, is there any still available? I said, yeah. I said, he's got shitloads available. I said, just go to his website. So I gave my buddy your website, so you may be getting some more business pretty soon. I don't know when my buddy is going to buy it, or if he's going to buy it, but I gave him the information, so I cannot wait for this box to come. I'm so excited. I can't wait to film the unboxing. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. When is a Exhumed Visions unboxing not good? That's all I gotta say. Always delicious jams and jellies in there. Can't wait. It's gonna be fucking goddamn spectacular. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right. Let's see. What else? All right, I'm done talking about Mcjuggernuggets. Let's move on. Vision says, nice, thanks. Hey, no worries, man. I mean, you're my buddy. Always got to plug all the stuff. You've given me tons of plugs, Visions. So, why not? Why not, buddy? Gotta help out my friends, Because one of these days, Fears is gonna get off his ass and make a merch store. I've been looking around, how I told you guys I've been watching that new couple that on YouTube, the famous ones, the Marble Squad. Did you guys look those guys up? Again, they're a little younger. They're like 26, 27, so they're close to Fears' age. They do make good videos, but I checked out their store. Their store looks pretty cool. I may use the same website as they did their store for my merch, but also I'll be honest, I love the store that Richie uses. And Visions was telling me, Fears, it doesn't really matter what store you use, because I guess they're all. Didn't you say Visions? They're all kind of the same thing. Like as long as you have an idea and you submit a picture, you can put pretty much my logo or my name or anything on whatever they have available on the website. So I appreciate all of Visions. Excuse me. I appreciate all of Visions' advice, but I didn't want to put words in your mouth. You said something like that, right? You said pretty much all those like merch sites are kind of the same. So I just got to pick one. But I was impressed by Richie's store, and Richie's got everything. Challenge Master t-shirts. He's even got onesies with his picture for little kids, like a onesie for a little kid. I'm like, oh man, this is getting ridiculous. I'm like, this is getting a onesie. I don't know if Fears would put a onesie on my website, but I mean, if people would buy it, then there it is. I mean, I'm sure people with families watch my show and watch Fears Man 26. Vision says yes, sir. See, there you go, there you go. And of course, Fears has to use the restroom. I should have used the restroom before the show started, so I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Oh, man. I'm telling you, the Corones has been on Ultramatic today and yesterday. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. You know what? Let's pick something random for you guys to look at. Why don't you guys just study MacGyver? Look at his fucking mullet. Look at his mullet. Look how hilarious he is. Will this stay up? I don't know if it'll stay up. I don't want it to smack the camera. No, it's going to smack the camera. Hang on. Let's find something else. Let's see here. Let's see. What else? There we go. There we go. Just study MacGyver and all of his genius. Why they decided to give the character a mullet baffles Fears. Baffles Fears. Why on earth would they give this guy a mullet? Put why you think they decided to give him a mullet. While I use the restroom. A goddamn mullet! I'll be back. Oh, man. Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord, oh, Lord. I gotta put the fan on, guys. It was kind of stinky in there. Whew. Oh, Lord. Just give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. I am back. Boom. I am back. All right. Let's see what the chat's been saying. Sorry, I had to use the restroom, guys. I'm dying to go. All right. Let's see. Let's see here. It was at the height of fashion at the time. That's true. That's true. I mean, mullets, I don't know if people would want to rock a mullet, you know, today, but there it is. I'm sorry. I hated to leave the show, but I just could not hold it any longer. I had to use the restroom. I'm sorry. Mad Labs, I guess you're a new subscriber. I've never seen you in the chat, but welcome. He says, bro, what you now about that bubblegum wrapper bomb diffuser? Oh, I'm not, listen, I'm not dogging him. He's great. He diffuses bombs with, like, bubblegum and twine and battery acid and all that kind of stuff. It just as the mullet was kind of like, you know, flapping in the wind. I really wasn't digging the mullet. You know? Now, I think it's hilarious that MacGruber on SNL, it's cool if he has a mullet, but MacGyver, I think he could have done without the mullet. You know, the mullet was kind of, you know, crazy. Pretend Story says, oh, man, I was almost done. Almost done with what? Oh, were you taking a shit too? Well, there you are. There you are. Mad Lab says number 2 or number 1? Well, I mean, I was gone for quite a while, so it's kind of weird that you want to know. You know, fears his bodily functions, but number 2. I was Cronesing. I was Cronesing it up. I like this guy already. Well, thanks, buddy. So you must be new. So how did you find my channel? Let me know. How did you find the channel? I'm an improv beast, my dude. Let's do this. I'm ready. I took improv when I was younger too, man. So bring it on, buddy. I can improv the shiat. I went to film school, so I took acting classes. I even modeled way back in the day. So yeah, I get it. I understand. Improv it up. Okay, I just got a notification on my phone. I've only got 30% left. So I got to hurry up with this stream before my phone dies. So, that's all I got to say about the Mcjuggernuggets guy, but he should have kept the Psycho series going. Mcjuggernuggets, if you're watching this, I need a part 2. I need a part 2. Get rid of all these other shitty fucking series that you're talking about. Like, oh, my dad is, like, living at my house. And, oh, like, my friend betrayed me. And now, like, I fired him from Storyfire. Fuck Storyfire. Get rid of that business. It's dying. I looked up your shitty Storyfire crap on the internet. Horrible. Garbage. Get rid of that. Just stick to the Psycho series, what you're good at. Let's see. Mad Lab says, I searched podcasts. You're my next character. Mwahaha. Well, don't do a character off of me. Just enjoy the podcast. Well, I appreciate that, Mad Labs. Welcome to the show. I'm glad that you found my podcast, but did you subscribe? That's the better question, because Fears is trying to grow the content. So, hit that like, hit that subscribe button on Fears Vlogs. Don't forget to go to my main channel, buddy, at FearsMan26. This is the second channel. This is the vlog channel. Whenever I'm not podcasting, I'm vlogging. Whenever I'm not vlogging, I'm a podcasting. So this is the vlog channel. My last name is Fears, so that's why I call it Fears Vlogs. Go to the main channel. Hit that FearsMan26 button, you son of a bitch. Do it now. Now, or I will reach through this fucking screen and I'll choke the shit out of you. I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I'm a super share wizard 1337. What the hell does that even mean? I don't know what it means, but at least you'll share my stuff. So, I'm old, dude. I don't know what the hell you young people do, or I don't know all about that wizard shit. Isn't that wizard shit like in what is it? That World of Warcraft bullshit? I hate that crap. Some guy in college, I had to share a room, and that guy used to play that World of Warcraft bullshit all day. And I'm just like, oh god, this is giving me a headache. Fuck World of Warcraft. Garbage. It's just as bad, if not as bad as anime. Fuck all that shit. Horrible. Garbage. Horrible. Let's see. I will share the shit out of your shit, and I'm old too. See, great. Then you feel my pain with all these youngsters doing all this stupid shit. Fuck Fortnite. That's a waste of time. That's horrible. That's garbage. Fortnite sucks. I've seen people play it. I've never played it, but I've seen people on the internet play it. I'm like, this doesn't look fun. I'm like, this is fucking horrible. You know? That's just my 2 cents on it. Fuck Fortnite. Fuck anime. Fuck, what is this? Gandalf or Gondor or whatever out of World of Warcraft or whatever the hell it is. Yeah. You guys know what I'm talking about. Whew. Not my cup of tea. That's pretty funny. See, I like this guy already. He goes, yeah, Fierce, fuck it all. Well, not fuck everything, but fuck that crap. But not fuck everything, but yeah, definitely fuck that crap. All right. Let's get to the second topic. And this is a topic near and dear to my heart. So Fears has tried his hand at acting back in the day. And I just wanted to tell you guys, I've never had a professional acting gig that I got paid for. But I did some acting like at church. I did some acting in high school. I did some acting like when I was a little kid. So I'm going to go through all of the parts that Fears has done so far. And I'm going to try to remember as many. Even like when I had to do some acting like in some short films and stuff in college. So the very first part I ever did, ever, was I played one of the 3 wise men at church. So I was the little short wise man in the middle. I played an angel. Part number 2 was I played an angel in the church play. Let's see, what else? Then later on, like when I was like 13, 14, my church put on a Grease. And I played, I don't remember his name, but if you guys watch the Grease movie, he's the guy with the squirt gun, and he's always got like a multicolor like comb, and he's always combing his hair, and he's always shooting like Zuko and Danny like with a squirt gun. I played that guy, that was a fun part. That was a fun part. I played. What was the other play that we did in church? Jesus Christ Superstar. I was in that play. I don't recall what part I did. I know there was a lot of dancing and singing, and I did that like when I was like 12. All those parts were fun. Let's see. Then in high school, I played in Romeo and Juliet. My teacher wanted me to go out for Romeo because she said, well, John, you look very handsome. And I was like, yeah, but Romeo, everybody wants to play Romeo. And I was like, I want to play a villain, man. I'm like, she's like, you do? And I said, yeah. I said, it's always more fun to play a villain. And so I got a really cool, she goes, well, I've already casted Tybalt. And Tybalt's like the main villain in Romeo and Juliet. And I was like, oh, darn it. She goes, but don't worry, John. She goes, I've got another part for you. And she goes, it's a smaller part, but she's like, it is another villain. And I said, okay. I said, so what's the other part? And she said, well, it's the apothecary. She goes, and I said, what's that? She goes, well, back in the olden days, people that sold medicine or poisons or like herbs and stuff like that was called an apothecary. And I was like, okay. And she said, technically in the play, he's a villain because he's the one that sells Romeo the poison that basically kills Romeo and his love. And I was like, oh, yeah. I'm like, I'll play that. So I played the apothecary. Let me get to some comments real quick. Mad Lab Music Time says nice. Mad Lab Game Time. Oh, well, you must have a lot of like Mad Lab. You have like 3 channels going on in the comment section. You got Mad Labs, then you got Mad Labs Music Time, then you got Mad Labs Game Time. Are these all different people, or are these all the same ones? And then let's see. Unknown Cosmic Traveler says super shared the balls off this. I guess Mad Lab is like is sharing it with everybody. Well, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Well, I'm sharing the feed too. Oh, okay. Well, knock on wood. Hopefully, like a shitload of trolls don't come in. Fingers crossed. You rock, man. Well, thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Well, that was very nice of you to say. With all the new people coming in, I'm just gonna like set some ground rules because all my normal fans know this about Fears. Yes, Fears is my last name. It's my real name. In high school, my first name is John. That's boring. So all my friends were like, Fears. They're like, John's cool, but like, Fears is so much more cooler. Like, can we just call you Fears? And I looked at them like they were nuts. I'm like, it is my name. You can call me Fears. And he's like, well, what about John? I was like, you can call me John. I'm like, just call me something on my name. And then their go-to thing was, well, I mean, Fears is just so much more cooler. It's kind of like a nickname in itself. I'm like, it's not a nickname. I'm like, you guys can use my last name as a nickname, but it's not technically a nickname. It's just my last name. And then I had to prove to some teachers and to some of my friends, they're like, Fears isn't your real name. I'm like, it's my real name. I'm like, I just got lucky with a really cool last name. And I said, I'm honored to be John because I have a lot of Johns in my family. You know, I'm John, my dad's John, my grandfather before he died was John, so there's a lot of Johns. If I have a son, he'll probably be John. So yeah. Honestly, it's a badass name. I mean, I like it. You know. Best XXX film name ever. Well, I don't plan to go into porn anytime soon, but I never thought about that. If I was a porn star, that would be a pretty kick-ass, porn star name. So there it is. All right, let's get back to the topic at hand here. What were we talking? Oh, acting part. So after I did Romeo and Juliet, I was like, I'll play the apothecary. I'm like, that's a pretty cool part. We did The Wizard of Oz, and I begged the director, and I begged my my drama teacher. I said, I love The Wizard of Oz. I said, I really think, I said, I know I'm not tall enough, but I said, who cares if the Scarecrow isn't tall? I said, I know I can play the Scarecrow. I said, I've got the energy like the Scarecrow. And she goes, well, John, she goes, you're going to have to prove to me that you, she goes, that's a big part. And I said, I know I can do it. I said, I know I can do it. I said, the only thing I don't have is I don't have the height. And she goes, that's true. So she goes, I may pick someone that's tall because usually scarecrows are tall. I said, who cares if it's tall? I said, I know I can. She goes, well, just audition, John. She goes, and you may get it. And I did get it. She goes, my performance, I guess, basically blew the pants off of whoever auditioned for it. So I played The Wizard of Oz. I played the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz. Then we did, I didn't even know there was a play. You know that old TV show, MASH 4077, about Vietnam. And then there's that one guy on the TV show that, like, he doesn't want to be at Vietnam, so he's always wearing a dress to try to convince everybody that he's gay. And then Hawkeye is, like, the main, like, funny surgeon. And it's a big ass TV show. I didn't know they made a play of it, but we did MASH 4077 as a play, and I played. I forgot his name, but basically, I don't know if he had a name in the show, but I had a name in the play. I was late to the audition. She goes, well, John, she goes, there's only one part left. And she goes, she goes, I had this part in mind for you. And I said, why is that? She goes, well, you told me your dad was in the Army, so she goes, your dad has all the military stuff, right? I was like, somewhere in a box. And she goes, well, can you ask your dad if he still has like his military dress suit with the shirt and tie and his medals and his pointy hat? And I said, I'm sure he has that. I'm like, he was in the Army for like 10 years. I'm like, I doubt he would get rid of that. And me and my dad are kind of the same height. And me and my dad actually have, we don't have the same shoe size. He wears an 8.5 and I wear a 9, but an 8.5 and a 9 is kind of similar. I can fit into any of my dad's shoes or his t-shirts. Because I didn't bring a lot of sweatshirts when I went to go visit my mom and my dad last October. And I was like, hey, Dad, can I borrow a sweatshirt? It fit like a glove. And I was like, Dad, I want to go for a run one day. And he's like, did you bring any running shoes? I'm like, no, I left my running shoes in Florida. He's like, just borrow a pair of mine, John. I was like, all right. So I knew his dress uniform would fit. And I said, well, what's the part? And she goes, well, I want you to play the big, intense, like hard as nails general. And I said, okay. And so she goes, I want you to be in full dress, like with the shirt, the tie, the suit coat, with all the medals. She goes, do you have your dad's pointy hat? I said, I'm sure we'll find all that. And my mom even took a picture, and she's like, my gosh, John. She goes, you look like the spinning image of your dad. And I was like, I never would join the Army, Mom. I said, it's not my cup of tea, but I said, that's cool that I kind of look like Dad. And so I went in front of the director, and she's like, you look perfect. And she goes, and plus it's really cool that all that stuff is real because your dad had all that. And I was like, all this is real. I'm like, this is what my dad wore, back in the 80s. Well, no, he joined in the late 70s, and then he finished through the 80s. And they're like, that's great. That's the look we want. And I said, okay, cool. So I played the general. That was a good part. Let me go to some comments here. Let's see. Stop mad you're being a chat hog. I mean, not really a chat hog. I mean, people can say whatever the hell they want. I forgot to tell you the rules. The only time I time somebody out is if somebody is making fun of the show or making fun of me or my friends or my family. I'll time them out. And you only get 3 chances with fears. So, if you share this with anyone, all of my normal fans know the rules. Strike 1. It's like a warning. Strike 2, I'm like, all right, you got one more chance. And then strike 3, I'll block you, and you're blocked for life. So, because I don't like any form of drama, any bullshit in the chat, but he's not being a hog. So you guys, as long as you're being positive in the chat, go for it. You can say whatever the hell you want. But if I see any trolling of me or my friends or my family, or trolling of my other fans, I'm 38. I don't have time for any of that bullshit. I'll be like, you're a fucking idiot. Bam, you're gone, and I'll just get rid of you. And you think I'm kidding? Ask all my older fans. I have took down many channels that have tried to fuck with fears. Many channels. I probably have the record for blocking people. So yeah. Ask my trolls. They're like, oh yeah, I've had to make, a 5th channel. And I'm like, well, guess what? He's a fucking idiot. I've took every single one of his channels down, So, I take those channels down. I don't put up with any of that crap. All right, let me go to the comments. Did your dad ever want you to enlist fears? No. He never brought it up. He never brought up Mercenary Man. My dad's really cool. He was like, whatever you decide to follow your dreams with, fears, me and your mom will be behind you 100%. So yeah. But I would be in the Army if I had to. I'm a patriot of my country, Mercenary Man. But only if I had to. If they're like, hey, we're doing a draft, you gotta go. Of course I would do it. Because 1, I'm not a pussy. 2, I'm a patriot of my country. I love living in America. It's the land of opportunity. But only if I had to, you know? Like, if I didn't have to, it's just not really my thing. I think it's cool that my dad did it, you know? That's pretty cool. All right, let's get back to, let's see. So after MASH 4077, then we did this, then we did this play called Rumors. And Rumors is basically about this couple gets divorced. I'm sorry, they're about to get divorced, and they want to save their marriage. So they're like, well, let's just have a big dinner party, and they're in this mansion, and they're like gazillionaires, and they think, well, maybe if we have a dinner party, invite our friends and family, they'll convince us, like, look, you guys are being stupid, just, you know, just stay together, you know. Everyone knows that they're like, oh, well, they're talking about getting divorced. They may get divorced. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. And so the reason why the play is called Rumors is one rumor leads to another rumor, which leads to another rumor, and so on and so forth. And by the end of the play, there's so many fucking rumors going around. All, like, mad chaos fucking ensues. The police get involved. And finally, at the end of the play, the police go, all right, enough of this bullshit. Everybody sits down. I'm so fucking tired of this. Like, what is real and what is false? Basically, like, I think they go into the bathroom, the last shot, and say, look, this is stupid. Like, if we can make it through this bullshit, you know, then we can make it through anything. And then the last shot is them kissing, and then the curtain goes. And then they, you know, they fall back in love. And I played the British hoity-toity, strict, smart-ass butler, which I loved. It was great. So I got to comb my hair to the side, and I greased it down, and I had to shave, and I got to be a smart ass. Get me another bottle of wine, and I'd be like, get it yourself. I'm doing something right now. Piss off, you know, and stuff like that. It was great. I fucking loved it. Anyway, guys, I'm down to 10%, so I've got to go. Because I don't want it to end, because I already had to reconnect. I'm also having internet problems, so I will end with my faith. My faith means a great deal to me. I'm still trying to find a church out here. But in the next show tomorrow, I will emphasize more on that. But I've got to go because I don't want the I don't want it to like cut off. And my phone is so old. I have like an iPhone 8, and the charging port, it has a bad connection. So sometimes it charges, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I have to like literally stand the phone up against the wall with the wire going straight up, and then it finally gets a good charge. Yeah, it's bad at charging. So anyway, but I hope everybody enjoyed it. Welcome all the newcomers. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the main channel, FearsMan26 and Fears Vlogs. Don't forget to subscribe to my buddy Visions YouTube, Exhumed Visions on YouTube. Don't forget to check out his website. He has his own business, so check it out. All you newcomers in the chat, check out his business. He's got some cool merch. Go to www.exhumedvisions.com. Buy some cool shit. Buy some cool shit. I just bought some cool shit, and Fears is going to do an unboxing pretty soon on the main channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet to the main channel, what the hell is the matter with you people? And fucking subscribe to that main channel. And subscribe to my buddy Pixel Protocol. And last but not least, subscribe to my buddy Randall, Lord Randall, at the Mayor of Magic. That's his first channel. His second channel is Cameo Man 2021. Anyway, this is Fears. Bidding you guys a fond farewell. I'm out of here. Peace!